Now, the European Commission has placed Myanmar on its money laundering blacklist. They say the country has failed to enforce curbs against laundering and terrorism financing. The revised blacklist now includes 22 countries, and that's up from 16. Cambodia and Mongolia have also been added to the list. Businesses with ties to European banks and financial firms will have to employ greater scrutiny when dealing with the listed countries. Young Waikit joins us now for more on this story. Waikit, do tell us, how could this hit Myanmar's economy, especially the finance sector?
Well, Steve, it's not likely to have a big impact on Myanmar's economy. The EU delegation in Myanmar told me earlier, stressed in fact, that the move does not come with any trade sanctions, nor does it come with any it also does not affect Myanmar's aid from EU. So it's not going to have a big impact. Other investment experts I spoke to also agree that this can be seen as a technical move. Another expert says that at most, this move is going to cause EU investors to think twice before coming into Myanmar, given that there's now renewed risk for money laundering. Having said that, many of Myanmar's investors don't come from EU, it's from the region, Singapore, for instance, China, for instance. But EU is still very important to Myanmar because it is the largest trading partner for garments. So what this means is that when Myanmar exports its garments to EU, the financial transactions arising from that will be heavily scrutinized. But that's not going to affect the ability for both sides to trade. In terms of the financial sector, we know that Myanmar is opening up the industry, inviting, for instance, foreign banks to come to the country to operate. So on top of that, it's now going to have to double up its effort on making sure that they are vigilant enough to safeguard money laundering. And of course, when it's being put to the test and scrutiny by EU, it can pass that test.
So, Waikit, you mentioned that it's not going to have a big impact, but do you think it'll have any incentive then for the government to improve regulation of the financial system?
Definitely, Glenda, money laundering is a common enemy not just for the current Aung San Suu Kyi-led government, it's also a problem for the previous government under then-President U Teng Seng. And both governments have been doing what they can to fight money laundering. In fact, recently, Myanmar passed a law to legalize casinos. And that is significant because there have been many allegations that dirty money is funneled through to casinos which are not regulated. But Myanmar is going to face huge problems because it is still a hub for illegal drug production, and that vice will generate a lot of dirty money which will contribute to the money laundering ecosystem. So definitely Myanmar is not only just keen to get off that blacklist, it is also keen to eradicate effectively money laundering.
Many thanks there, Leong Waikit, speaking to us.